Good afternoon and welcome to the Grace A. Dow Memorial Library's Middle School Battle of the Books finale. This is the second year of Middle School Battle. 6th, 7th, and 8th graders could compete individually or as a team of two. I'm Madison, the Teen Services Librarian here at the Grace A. Dow Memorial Library, and I'm very excited to host today's battle. Here today are our top 3 teams. The red team, Kinsey and Stephanie. The yellow team, Maggie and Julianne. And the blue team, Marcus and Jack. Before we get started, let's take a look at all the books our participants have read to prepare for today's battle.
The Not-So-Boring Letters of Private Nobody. Oliver Pritchard is obsessed with the Civil War, so when the last assignment of 7th grade history is a project on the Civil War, Oliver is over the moon until he's partnered with Ella Berry. But Ella turns out to be very different from what Oliver expected. As the partners work on their project, Oliver discovers that sometimes the most interesting things are hiding in uninteresting places.
Peak. After Peak Marcello is arrested for scaling a skyscraper, he goes to live with his long-lost father, who runs an overseas climbing company. Peak quickly learns that his father wants his son to be the youngest person to reach the Everest summit, and his motives are selfish at best. Even so, for a climbing addict like Peak, tackling Everest is the challenge of a lifetime. It's also the one that could cost him his life.
City Spies. Operating out of a base in Scotland, the City Spies are 5 kids from various parts of the world. When they're not attending the local boarding school, they're honing their unique skills, such as sleight of hand, breaking and entering, observation, and explosives. All of these allow them to go places in the world of espionage where adults can't.
Heir Apparent. In the virtual reality game Heir Apparent, there are way too many ways to get killed, and Janine seems to be finding them all, which is a shame because unless she can get the magic ring, locate the stolen treasure, answer the dwarf's dumb riddles, impress the head-chopping statue, charm the army of ghosts, fend off the barbarians, and defeat the man-eating dragon, she'll never win. And she has to, because losing means she'll die. For real this time.
Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians. On his 13th birthday, foster child Alcatraz Smedry gets a bag of sand in the mail. He soon learns that this is no ordinary bag of sand. It is quickly stolen by the cult of evil librarians who are taking over the world by spreading misinformation and suppressing truth. Alcatraz must stop them, using the only weapon he has, an incredible talent for breaking things.
Our rules today are simple. The highest scoring team from the written battles will make the first selection by choosing a category and a number, and I will read the question revealed. When I'm finished reading the question, the buzzers will be activated. Anyone can ring in and I will call on that person to answer. Please wait until your name is called before giving your answer. A correct answer will earn your team the number of points selected. You will not lose points for an incorrect answer. If your answer is incomplete, we will not rule it correct or incorrect until your 10 seconds are up. A correct answer must be given within 10 seconds or the buzzers will be reset for another team to ring in. The person who rings in must answer without consulting their partner, and if the answer is incorrect, the partner is ineligible to answer. The team who gave the last correct answer will choose the next question. When the battle is complete, we will award medals for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. Before we get started though, let's hear a quick message from Library Director Miriam Andrus.
Hi, Miriam Andrus here, Director of the Grace A. Dow Memorial Library. For myself and all of my staff, we wanted to say congratulations for making it to the final battle. What an accomplishment. Of all of the people that participated, you have been selected because you read, you did the work, and you've made it to the final battle. Good job, and good luck as you finish out this middle school battle season.
Thanks, Miriam. The red team today, Kinsey and Stephanie, will select the first question. We've pulled 25 questions from the vault and sorted them into 5 categories. Those categories are mad skills, quotes, sidekicks, you slay me, which focuses on deadly situations, and hodgepodge, which can be any type of question. Kinsey and Stephanie, where would you like to start?
300 sidekicks.
Sidekicks for 300. Name the battle character who says, "Look, I'm sorry, I'm not very good with people. They annoy me. That's probably why I ended up in a job that lets me beat them up. Stephanie from the red team?
Bastille.
That is correct. 300 points to the red team. The next question can be chosen by Kinsey from the red team.
Sidekicks 400.
Sidekicks for 400. In a fit of anger, Peek sends his mom his first moleskin journal when it's full. What information does she learn from his journal that leads her to call him on the satellite phone? Kinsey from the red team?
He's climbing Everest.
That is correct. 400 points to the red team. Stephanie from the red team, you have the next selection.
Sidekicks 500.
Sidekicks for 500. Name the battle character who says, everyone's life matters no matter how they died. Kinsey from the red team.
Ella Berry.
That is correct. 500 points to the red team. Stephanie from the red team, you have the next selection.
Mad Skills 200.
Mad Skills for 200. Instead of yarn, what material does Fiodorna the knitter use to knit? Marcus from the blue team.
Dandelion stems.
That is correct. 200 points to the blue team. Jack from the blue team, you have the next question.
Mad Skills 300.
Mad Skills for 300. Aside from snacks, what does Oliver promise Kevin if he helps with their documentary? Stephanie from the red team.
He promises a way to get out of his English lab with Miss Mason.
That's incorrect. Jack from the blue team.
That he can be head writing consecutive.
That's incorrect. We're out of time. Can we see the correct answer? He promises him an A in English. Jack from the blue team, you have the next selection.
You Slay Me 400.
You Slay Me for 400. Blackburn and Grandpa Smedry battle in an oculators duel. How do they counter each other's attacks? Maggie from the yellow team.
By continually adding lenses.
That is correct. 400 points for the yellow team. Julianne from the yellow team, you have the next selection.
Hodgepodge 200.
Hodgepodge for 200. Compared to the other games at Rasmussen Gaming Center, what is unique about Heir Apparent? Stephanie from the red team.
There are multiple ways to get the same right answer.
That is correct. 200 points to the red team. Kinsey from the red team, you have the next selection.
Quotes 300.
Quotes for 300. Name the battle character who says, "My father was a stranger to me, but here on the mountain I am getting to know him through the conversations of the Sherpas and the climbers and porters. I came here to see the mountain, but what I'm discovering is my father." Kinsey from the red team.
Sunjo.
That is correct. 300 points to the red team. Stephanie from the red team, you have the next pick.
Hodgepodge 300.
Hodgepodge for 300. What is the name of the Sinclair Scientifica building where the server room is located? Jack from the blue team.
Olympia?
That is incorrect. Stephanie from the red team.
Asgard.
That is correct. 300 points to the red team. Kinsey from the red team, you have the next selection.
Quotes 400.
Quotes for 400. Name the battle character who says, "A clever person can make anything turn to his advantage, no matter how much a disadvantage it may seem at first." Stephanie from the red team.
Grandpa Smedry.
That is incorrect. That is, yes, Grandpa Smedry. That is correct. 400 points to the red team. Kinsey from the red team.
Quotes 500.
Quotes for 500. When Oliver doesn't want to work with Ella, Mr. Carroll reminds him of the trials his heroes went through before becoming legendary. He tells Oliver, difficulty precedes what?
Greatness.
Jack from the blue team.
Greatness, sorry.
That is correct. And we are at the halfway point at this point, so we are going to do a score check-in in just a second. I want to let you all know that you're doing a great job so far. Everyone is ringing in really quickly and getting some good answers. You've come so far to be able to participate in the final battle today, and I'm really excited that you're all here. What do you guys think? The individuals or the teams? Who's getting a better score? Teams, I agree. So the score check-in here is Stephanie and Kinsey with 2,400 points, Julianne and Maggie with 400 points, and Marcus and Jack with 700 points. Let's get back to the questions. Marcus from the blue team, you have the next selection.
Mad skills for 400.
Mad skills for 400. Sydney is the explosives expert for the farm team. What did she blow up the days before she met Mother? Jack from the blue team.
Sydney blew up the statue of Sydney blew off the head of the statue of the founder of the school that she was going to.
That is correct. 400 points to the blue team. Marcus from the blue team, you have the next selection.
Mad skills for 500.
Mad skills for 500. What is Thaddeus's job when he is not working with Josh? Stephanie from the red team.
Lawyer.
That is correct. 500 points to the red team. Kinsey from the red team, you have the next pick.
You slay me 300.
You slay me for 300. How does Le Fantôme plan to spread the deadly virus throughout the room where the press conference is being held without exposing himself or his agents? Julianne from the yellow team.
Through the air conditioning. The air vents.
That is correct. 300 points to the yellow team. Maggie from the yellow team, you have the next selection.
Quotes for 200.
Quotes for 200. Paris tells Brooklyn, just look at me. I'll be in front of you, going where you should go. Point yourself in the right direction and follow your eyes. You are much braver than you realize. What sight causes Brooklyn to freeze? Stephanie from the red team.
A wall of bones.
That is correct. 200 points to the red team. Kinsey from the red team, you have the next pick.
You slay me 500.
You slay me for 500. When the dragon follows Princess Janine back to the castle, how does she defeat it? Maggie from the yellow team.
Using the Midas touch.
That is correct. 500 points to the yellow team. Julianne from the yellow team, your pick.
Sidekicks 200.
Sidekicks for 200. Paris takes the rest of the farm team to his favorite secret spot, a top Pratompt department store, but he can't compare it to the view from the Eiffel Tower. Why has he never been to the top? Marcus from the blue team.
Because it costs money.
That is correct. 200 points to the blue team. The next pick goes to Jack from the blue team.
Hodgepodge 400.
Hodgepodge for 400. In what book do you learn that B-roll is footage that is shown without sound during a narration? Marcus from the blue team.
The private letters of the not so boring letters of Private Nobody.
That is correct. 400 points to the blue team. Jack from the blue team, you have the next pick.
Hodgepodge 500.
Hodgepodge for 500. Alcatraz explains that things like hourglasses and cinematic cars are considered technology in Freedom Kingdom speak. Name one of the other two things he describes. Stephanie from the red team.
Swords.
That is incorrect. Marcus from the blue team.
The magic coat that Bastel has.
That is correct. 500 points to the blue team. Jack from the blue team, you have the next pick.
You slay me for 200.
You slay me for 200. Private Stone died in which famous Civil War city? Stephanie from the red team.
Gettysburg.
That is correct. 200 points to the red team. Kinsey from the red team, go ahead and pick.
Sidekicks 100.
Sidekicks for 100. In the game Heir Apparent, Janine learns the man that raised her was her foster father. What is the name of Janine's biological father? Jack from the blue team.
King Cynic?
That is correct. 100 points to the blue team. Marcus from the blue team, go ahead and pick.
You slay me.
You slay me for 100. When Sunjo slips on the ice wall, name the battle character who comes down to save him. Marcus from the blue team.
Peak.
That is correct. 100 points to the blue team. Jack from the blue team, what would you like next?
Hodgepodge?
Hodgepodge for 100. After returning from his trip to the summit, Peak tells his father that he is going back to New York because he wants to be home for what event? Kinsey from the red team.
The twins' birthdays.
That is correct. 100 points to the red team. Stephanie from the red team, you have the next pick.
Mad Skills 100.
Mad Skills for 100. Which talent does Grandpa Smedry tell Alcatraz hasn't been seen in centuries? Stephanie from the red team.
Breaking things.
That is correct. 100 points to the red team. And then we have one choice left, so we're going to go with quotes for 100. Which battle character says, when you're at the end of your rope, there's no one better than Joshua Wood. Unfortunately, he doesn't pay much attention until you're dangling. Jack from the blue team?
Peak?
That is incorrect. Kinsey from the red team?
Peak's mom.
That is correct. 100 points to the red team. That concludes the question and answers for the final battle today. We'll now take a short break while our judges tally up our final scores. Welcome back from that break. We're going to go ahead and move on to awards. One of our judges, Karen, will be awarding our first, second, and third place medals. Remember, out of 50 participating teams, these are our top 3 teams. Can we see the scores, please? They've really done a great job here. Okay, we have in third place, we have the yellow team, Julianne and Maggie, with 1,200 points. In second place, we have the blue team, Marcus and Jack, with 2,400 points. And in first place, we have Stephanie and Kinsey, the red team, with 3,600 points. Congratulations to all the participants. That concludes the Grace A. Dow Memorial Library's second middle school battle of the books. We hope all our participants had a great time. Summer reading kickoff is happening on Saturday, June 3rd, downtown at the Art Fair, so be sure to join us for lots of fun activities that day. We're looking forward to next year's Middle School Battle of the Books. Information will be going to the area middle schools in early 2024. We hope you'll join us. Thank you to MCTV for broadcasting our battle today and dealing with those technical difficulties. And thank you to all participants and their parents for supporting them. Lastly, thank you to the Friends of the Library for your continuous support of library programs.